Hey guys, welcome back to Scott's Tech Bites. Today we're on episode 5 of Farming Simulator. In this episode, we're going to push and try to get ourselves a loading wagon so we can actually pick up the silage or the swath that comes out from the harvester. But I was just looking at the prices actually off camera, and that thing is dang expensive, man. You're looking at 27 G's, $27,000. So I don't know how realistic that goal is for right now, so I'll just go ahead and show you what I was looking at here. It's in the loading wagon. Is this one here? I mean, that's the cheapest of the bunch, and how they're still charging 27 grand for it, I don't know, but yeah, that is what it is. As you can see, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. We have $6,000, just over 6 grand, and by the looks of it, our crops are just getting ready to harvest, so you guys stop by the farm here at a perfect time. Maybe you guys can get your hands dirty and give me a hand to get this crops up. To get these crops up. Looks like the fog is going to roll in. First things we're going to do is we're going to slow down our time here. And there we go. Let's go ahead and jump over in our harvester. And we will lift the header. Might need some lights here, it's kind of foggy. I might actually try to do it in this view. I don't know if you guys would like that or not, but maybe we'll give it a go. I'm kind of thinking I want to start with field 14 first. Not sure why, but make sure I don't hit that header there. I think it's pretty expensive. Go ahead and make sure she's in the right position. I don't know if that screen... Oh, it does change. Okay. Yeah, I really don't think I can do this view. I try to pretty much for everything, but let's go ahead and unfold the harvester. And let's turn on the harvester. Can't remember how to set the cruise control. I wish I did, because that would be helpful. Hello. I don't think it's going to let us go any faster than we can with what we're doing here anyway, so alright, let's get back in here. For all of you who didn't know, and a little bit of a backstory from me or of me, I used to live in Alberta. Now most of you probably don't know Alberta, or most of you that do know Alberta primarily think it's an oil field country or province, but that's not entirely true. There are quite a few farms. Let's see how we're doing here first. Make sure we're getting it all. Yep, there are quite a few farms, and there's been a few nights that I've driven through the countryside, and you can see the harvesters going full bore at 2 or 3 a.m. So I don't know, these farmers, they work really long hours, and it's really hard to see that side of the really hard to see that side of the harvester just for that big screen in the way there. There's not much of a... Yeah, I really wish they wouldn't have... Oh, fuck. Really wish they wouldn't have put that screen there, but let's just go ahead and do it in this view, I guess, because that screen's gonna have me drove nuts. At least until we get a wider header, and that way we can actually see what's going on there. So I think what we're gonna do is we will be hiring workers. I prefer not to, because our money's not the best right now, and we need every penny we can get, but I don't know if you guys want to sit here and watch me do this the entire time. But I mean, we're on hard mode. This is pretty much all we can do right now. We can't just go frivolously spend money on equipment that we want. there is no money to spend on equipment, you know, so. Let's go ahead and get this sucker flipped around here. It is filling up rather quick, that's for sure. So I think we'll do one more pass, and then at the next pass we're going to get the tractor with the trailer brought over here so we can unload when necessary. Just love shots like that where you can see everything doing its thing. It's beautiful, man. It has been a little while since I've played this game. For those of you who watch my videos, you know that I usually pre-record 4 or 5 episodes and then upload. I think what I'm going to start doing after this batch of 4 videos, once I get those uploaded, I'm actually going to start playing the respective games on the corresponding day that they're actually supposed to get uploaded. So I will end up playing this game once a week, if not a little greater, because, I mean, who doesn't love to play Farm Simulator? And that way, you know, I'm not putting something down for too long and forgetting where I am in a game and whatever like that, so. Oh, we're moving right along here. We're at 80% full. I know when you hire a worker, as soon as they reach 85% full, then they'll turn on their beacons just as like an indicator. Which, I mean, I guess we could do that, but it's kind of pointless because we're only indicating to ourselves that we're getting full, so. I think we will start doing some off camera just to get a bit of a bank built up and hopefully start buying some bigger fields and some better equipment, because we're all longing for that day of getting some bigger equipment, that's for sure. So we'll go ahead and put our pipe out. We're currently at 97% full, 98% full, 99% full, so we may as well go ahead and stop right here like that. And switch over to this guy. We are getting rather dirty, that's for sure, so actually let's leave this fertilizer spreader on here just for the added weight. Let's go ahead and lower it though, just so it's not in our field of view as bad. We get that sucker hooked up. Get our lights turned on. This thing unfortunately has no beacons, but that's all you can do. Ooh, she's tippy. Alright. I think at the end of this episode, if I make it that far, we will end up washing our equipment, because you know, I really hate seeing dirty equipment like that. It kind of one of my pet peeves, but it happens, you know, guys. We're on a farm, so. For any of you that actually play this game, do you wash your equipment frequently? Do you turn off that feature of the equipment getting dirty, or do you just let her get filthy and say hell with it? Leave it in the comment section below. I'd like to know. Alright, we'll go back and switch over to this guy. Let's get this puppy rolling. We're not making money this way. And, oh, there's cruise control. Yeah, that's right. That is right. I remembered, man. So proud. There we go. So I've watched a few videos on the best fields to harvest, because like when we plant, we obviously got to pay for the seed that we use, and I mean that costs quite a bit. But apparently potatoes offers the biggest yield for the simple fact that after your first potato harvest, you can actually fill up your seeder via the harvest. You know, you can fill it up with the other potatoes that you got, which is kind of cool. You know, I like how they implemented that. It's pretty realistic. Let's hope we're getting everything here. Yeah, I think we might get the hang of this, guys. So I think we're gonna try to stay inside. This might make some of you guys sick, and it's certainly something I haven't done before. You know, let me know if you like this point of view. We shall see. We shall see. Alright, guys, we're just getting close to 6 a.m. or we're at 6 a.m. and we're almost got one full field harvested. So I guess we're on game here this morning, you know. I really hope we can get some things going for us really soon. Like I said, it is hard mode, so money is a little bit hard to come by. Definitely the next purchase we do make will either be the that loading wagon, or we might get a bigger header for this thing, if that's possible. I don't know yet. I'm gonna have to do some research on a test game, but for now we'll do this. How would you feel about me bringing one of my buddies in here, giving us a hand with harvesting and whatever? I just can't speak this morning. I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know if I got too much sleep or too little sleep, or maybe I shouldn't have slept. Maybe I should have. I don't know. Maybe I should go back to bed. Who really knows? But yeah. I love the detail they put into here. I don't know if any of you noticed, if you do have the ability to get your equipment dirty, if you look on your floorboard there, you will know some muddy footprints and whatever. Our equipment is getting pretty rotten. I'm not too fond of it, but for now we'll just truck along and get all this done. After this big harvest, as soon as this machine's done, we'll park it over next to the pressure washer and we'll get that one done. Now unfortunately we don't have a second tractor, so this is all kind of got to get done in one stage, where we go through and harvest everything and then come back and replant. It would be nice to have that second tractor so I can get him started on you know, picking up the crops or seeding at the same time, but I don't think that's a possibility right now. In time, guys. I don't really want to rush this. I've played hard mode a few times now, and I found if you do rush it, you end up going bankrupt really quick. So we're gonna try our very, very hardest not to end up down that street. I don't think that would be fun, but yeah. There you go. So we're just about 90% full. So that would be almost 2 full harvesters full from just this one field, which is definitely nice. That's for sure. That is for sure. So we go ahead and turn that off, and make sure we don't run into our tractors here. Go ahead and pipe out. There we go. I don't really know how much more that trailer can take. Getting pretty full. We're at 80% here now. Yeah. For the time being, we are going to be selling everything we have just for the moment, until we get built up a little better and we actually have the equipment needed to complete a good solid harvest. But yeah, I just find it better that way. We're just gonna sell everything right off after we get it here, and that way we will be able to keep money in our pockets for the time being. Once we do get the equipment that we need, then we will obviously be saving up and watching for those great demands and everything like that. So if I knew how to hire a worker here, let's get that started. Alright, we'll get a worker hired on that one just for the moment, just so we can go get this trailer emptied out. And then I should be inside here, and that way we can keep filling this bad boy up. I really got my doubts if you can get this much done in the run of a day on a farm. Like, we're only 5 minutes into, or 5 after 6 a.m. in the morning, I should say. And already we've got one full field done. I don't think that's overly realistic, but I'll just come around to the front here and go ahead and drop this off. There we go. We still have yet to fuel up equipment, which is kind of good. I'm not looking forward to that bill. I wouldn't say any of you guys are. Oh, wait, no. Why are we still... Did I leave prematurely or something? What's going on here, man? Why is he... Oh, that 10% is, Yeah, my trailer's empty. That 10%'s in my fertilizer. I was wondering what was going on there. That was weird. Blonde moment. I can make that joke, guys, because I'm blonde. Give me some breaks here. Give me a break. Alright, so we're going to jump over now. We're going to dismiss this worker, and we are going to do this ourselves. And yes, your guys are going to watch me do it from the inside view. I just think it adds that much more realism. And, yeah. I really got my doubts if farmers turn around this way. I don't think they're gonna drive through bushes and trees and such, but, heck with it, we are. Oh yeah, she'll go, don't you know. That brings me up to my next kind of little rant that I had, that I just thought of there. Today's television. Whatever happened to the good old shows? Now, I'm an 80s boy. I was born in 88. Okay, late 80s, but still. I was born in 88. And I can remember watching so many good, like, Saturday morning cartoons that just... It was original. It was fun. It made it made getting up early Saturday mornings just to watch cartoons worthwhile. And I see some of this shit that's coming out on TV nowadays, and it's like, oh, it's just terrible, man. It's just absolutely terrible. You know, I miss Bobby's World and Rocco's Modern Life. And can any of you guys remember those shows? Leave in the comment section below if you can, or you know what, just fill up the comment section with old TV shows that you used to watch. Maybe we can have a little we can reminisce a little here of days of old, I guess. Am I still not getting all that? Okay. It's really hard to tell. It is. The edge of that, it almost needs a little flag or something just to let you know that, hey buddy, the edge is right here. Don't you worry. We got you covered, man. Don't you worry too much, man. We got this covered. Oh, wasn't even keeping an eye on that. That is unfortunate. It kind of stopped us dead in our tracks. Alright, let's get this bad boy over here. I'm really gonna try to avoid using workers. We really need that money, and workers, that just cuts into our profits like it's not even marginal anymore. I've been noticing that pretty much all the money we've been making has been like going out to hired workers. And I'm not too fond of that, to be honest. I don't like that at all. I really don't like that. So we're gonna get this guy unloaded, move him right on out the way. I think it fills to about 75%, maybe a little greater. Can't exactly remember. 60%. Okay. Let's get him moved out. We'll just park this guy right over here and jump back in our equipment. Oh, might want to start my header before I put on cruise control. I don't really see any benefit of using cruise control yet on these small fields. We get to turn so frequently that it just it kind of defeats the purpose. The purpose, man. I've operated a lot of different equipment in my day. Never have I been in a harvester, so I couldn't actually tell you how realistic this interior is, but seems like they did a fairly good job, man. Seems like they did a pretty good job. I do know that most of these harvesters come with a second seat, like we've got there. Never know when you might want to bring a loved one along, or a child, or something like that. In most of the equipment that I run, it's pretty highly frowned upon to travel with a passenger. But I mean, yeah, these harvesters are quite a bit larger than what I'm used to running. And yeah, if they can put in an extra seat like that, why not? That kind of brings me back to the time I was in northern BC. We were doing some work there, and one of my buddies asked for a lift. I was in the loader at the time. There was nobody around really, and it was late in the evening. So I said, sure, why not? So he jumped in and started asking me a few questions about the piece of equipment. So I kind of just gave him a quick rundown of all the different controls and whatever. Now, any of you familiar with northern BC, you're gonna know that that's bear country. So all of our equipment was equipped with air horns, okay? So picture this. You got these two men in the cab of a loader. I'm giving them the rundown. And, of course, me being a smartass like I am, I had to blow the horn, and I'm like, yep, this is the horn. Just as he reaches down and hits this bear safety air horn that was in the cab. I think my ears were ringing for about 2 days after that, truth be told. Yep. That thing was so loud. Oh. So loud. You know, I'm kind of wondering if it wouldn't be better for us to sell that tractor we have and start getting into the bale technology, because at least if we get into the bales, then we can start buying livestock. You know, that's what I was kind of thinking. It is a good income, but it's not really like an only income type of, you can't just live on livestock. I mean, in real life you could. Why is my pipe still out, guy? Go home, pipe, you're drunk. I don't know why my mirrors are turned off like that. I'm gonna have to adjust that in the settings for next episode, especially if I'm doing most of it in the machine like this. I know some of you guys are cringing over just listening to me banter on and cruising through the fields here doing what we can, but I mean, this is a part of farm sim, guys. This is a big part of farm sim, actually. So make sure we're getting the rest of that on that side there. I think I'll eventually get the hang of this. You know, it's not too bad. Looks like we're just about 80% full, and we are, yep. I've got to sneeze. It's real bad. Trying to hold it back so I don't deafen you guys, but if I do sneeze, I'll try to edit it out. There we go. I think one more pass and this thing is going to be full. I would really like to get into sugar beets and potatoes. Not only is it really expensive to get into if you actually want to get into it, but it's a very tedious process of actually getting into it. Like the very first harvest with like bad equipment is absolutely brutal. So go ahead and put our pipe out. We're at 99%. Let's go ahead and get this guy offloaded. Now, of course, we're not going to be able to take whatever's left in that guy, but what we will do, I should be inside. My windows are getting filthy, absolutely rotten. That's going to have to get fixed, so we will pipe out over here. There we go. I think we will hire a worker to continue as we unload this. It's a power stream 700. I really wonder if we can get a bigger header for that thing, man. That would be cool. That would be cool. I don't think we can, though. Like, I know most of these here, the Case and the New Holland headers, they're like interchangeable. So if you had like a smaller Case machine, then you can put a bigger header on it, which may not be bad. May not be a bad route to go. Let's just see what we have here. That's the machine we have here, right? Yeah, that's what we own. So it's the Across. I don't even know what kind of header we got, truth be told, guys. Truth be told. Is that over this way further, maybe? New Holland, Kemper. Yeah, that's the one we have there. Maybe we could sell that and upgrade it to this, get an extra 2 meters. I don't know if our machine would actually handle it or not. Might not like doing it, but I think it would do it. It could pretty much do anything we told it to at this point. Who knows? Alright, so before I get too far away here, let's go ahead and get that guy set up. Put your pipe in, Mang. What are you doing, Mang? Oh no. Listen, I don't care. As long as he don't whack that on something, we're doing good. Let's get turned around here. We'll go deliver this. I think as soon as we drop this off now, we will end up ending the video there. We are running a little bit long. There we go. Get a little side tippy action going. We just got to remember that we're going to always have 10% in the on the machine here because of that thing. So guys, I'm going to finish this a little bit off screen. Hopefully I'll get all my equipment cleaned up and ready to roll again. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, stay tuned next time, guys. We're going to continue on farming here, obviously. We're not going to do much else, but we're going to try to get our crops replanted and hopefully fertilized. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, stay tuned for the weekly updates of Farm Sim, and it is Farm Sim Sunday, so every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. my time, which is Newfoundland time, there will be a new video. That is my personal guarantee. For the time being anyway, until I get back to work or until things change with the work situation. Yeah. So I think that pretty much wraps it up, guys. Until next time, peace.